Hello everybody and welcome to the North American Invitational of Lacrosse of 2019 in Onondaga, New York, in a matchup between the Cleveland Demons and Music City. Hello everybody, my name is David Bowie and I'll be giving you the broadcast for this game. And it has been quite the fast-paced tournament here at Onondaga, as this is game number 16 of the day. So many games to go through, and there's 20 altogether in one day, and these are fast-paced, rapid-fire games with two 15-minute halves and abridged penalty time to kind of give a faster feel to the game. So you can tell that with a little more juice, these players can kind of give it their all just a little bit more throughout the games. Music City and Cleveland coming off losses in their last games. Demons losing to the Stingers, and same as Music City. Both these teams losing to the Stingers, so it's kind of a battle of the losers, for lack of a better word. We will see which is the superior team that lost to Syracuse. So they enjoy a 2-0 lead, 2-0 record, and both these teams are 0-1 so far. This is their second and final game of the day. We are moments away from the opening face-off between these two teams. And here we go. Music City in the blue with gray and black. Cleveland Demons in the kind of navy blue with purple trim and orange highlights. And the face-off will be won by Music City, as Van Houten will start the attack for Music City. Westmoreland picks up the loose ball, but now he's being checked by two men. And finally, Cleveland will come away with it, as Beauseigneur able to come away with it. Now Holzheimer has it. Brian Holzheimer coming up the middle, now going to the far side. He'll get it to Joyce. Joyce coming up the middle. He'll pass it off to the far side. And it's going to be launched all the way back, and that pass not on the mark at all for Dave Limburas. So we will have a turnover as Music City will start their second offensive series. Svoboda to the far side. Abel tries to pass it, but Jordan will pick up the loose ball on an errant pass. Joyner stops in his tracks, and underhand passes it. That will make its mark to Svoboda. Back out to the point, winds up, 2 seconds left, there's a shot. Way off the mark, and it'll be a turnover from the shot clock violation. It will be Cleveland ball. Cleveland starting in the offensive zone. Bick off to the far side. Rushing in comes Limburas. He kind of lost the ball, and there'll be a holding call against Music City. Looks like A.J. Beck is the guilty culprit. So a 1-minute minor. Again, the penalties are abridged here in the North American Invitational. All minors are now 1 minute instead of 2. All majors are 3 minutes instead of 5. So 1 minute power play on the board for the Cleveland Demons as they'll go to work on their first opportunity of the game. Cleveland trying to set it up. Taylor with a shot, and that was deflected. I believe that went off Nate Glazer's stick, but it's still retrieved by Cleveland, and they'll continue their offense. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Shot and save. And Music City will now start their rush as John Wan making the save. Music City are going to serve the penalty for another 18 seconds as Henley pretty much just trying to hold on to the ball for as much as he can, but the shot clock reads 4 more seconds than the penalty, so they will have to try to take a shot or at least dump it at the end of it. And that pass is intercepted, and now back the other way comes Holzheimer. Holzheimer gets to Sims. Sims comes in with speed, takes a shot, bounced off wide. Murphy tries to pick it up as he tries to trap it, but can't do so. And now back the other way. Here comes Seismich, takes a shot, bounce shot, and that's saved. Sims now has it. He's all alone in the offensive zone. He's got to wait for some men to come out and help him as he tries to get it off to Murphy, but he can't handle the pass. He's being checked, trying to absorb it. And Juan trying to pick up that ball with that large net, but can't do so, and Murphy will actually come away with it. He's on the far side, but there's only 8 seconds left on the shot clock. It seems that loose ball possession is not in the works for either team as they really can't corral it, but the shot clock violation does run out, and that will play to the benefit of Music City as they are going to start their next offensive attack. Svoboda has it in the offensive zone to Henley. On the near side. And that pass is going to be intercepted. Pass intended for Holzheimer, not there. But Spoth trying to pick up the slack, and he will. And that will be the 10-second violation. Unable to get past half in 10 seconds, so ball will be turned over to Music City. Great forechecking by them off the errant pass. Gives them the ball. Henley on the near side. Gets it to Svoboda. His pass not quite there in the netting. That was a battle for it to the right of Sims, the netminder. Joe Sims, don't be confused with Jared Sims, who's the forward. That pass is intercepted by Nick Denoris, wearing the Greek on the back of his jersey instead of his normal name, number 14. There's going to be an illegal substitution call, I believe, against Music City.
Anyone to serve, guys. Put your hand up, anyone to serve. Anyone. Legal substitution.
And it is indeed a legal substitution. That will be served by number 17, Corey Castona, sorry. So Trice will begin the attack for the power play as they will go back on it. You can see that Music City is already in a box, a small box formation. Here comes Cleveland. Trice. He'll pass it back to his man on a quick shot. Score! Michael Taylor with a nice quick goal, and he scores for the Cleveland Demons. And that'll be 1-0. Great passing by Cleveland to really open up those lanes and get that tic-tac-toe shot off on the one-timer. Really hard to stop. And that's the first goal of the game of just under 7 minutes of elapsed in the first half. Henley on the near side. Gets it out his man to the far side. It's LaBelle. And we will get a turnover as it will be Music City's ball. Sorry, Cleveland's ball. Murphy enters the attacking zone. He's on the far side. Trotting up, looks like he's going to try to go around the net. He receives a check and loses the ball in the process, but Gomez is able to pick up the ball, gets it to Sims. Sims with a shot. That'll be saved by Juan. Music City based out of Nashville, Tennessee, coming all the way here to Onondaga, New York. Music City on the attack. Wind up, shot, score! Scott Joyner with a low shot, able to beat Joe Sims on that shot. And he ties it up 1-1. We've got a tie game here in the latter stages of the first half. And that shot really didn't look like much, but it appeared to be kind of a change-up shot, as there wasn't a whole lot of power behind it, and possibly trying to get Joe Sims off board, but nonetheless, it went in. Here comes Music City forcing the turnover in the neutral zone. Now getting to the attacking zone as Scrifano comes in. It looks like we're going to get a change in possession. There's a man wide open out in front. Here's a chance. Shot, score! Dave Limburis in transition on the breakaway, able to capitalize on his opportunity, and he responds right back on Music City and makes it 2-1 for the Cleveland Demons. That's what happens if you're not quick enough on transition. Go back the other way. Limburis able to sneak past the defense and get a breakaway all alone. And he made no mistake on John Juan, the goaltender. And it is now 2-1 in favor of Cleveland. Lots of aggression happening between both teams in the neutral zone as they jostle for position. But now here comes Music City on a diving Superman play, but stopped aside by Joe Sims. Cleveland now slowing things down a little bit as they go on the attack. Murphy in the middle, at the point, gets it off to Bick. Bick's pass was deflected off A.J. Beck's stick, but is still corralled by Charlie Joyce. Sims with a shot, hard shot, and that goes in. Well, it looked to be a really hard shot, and I thought Juan really had a big piece of it, but evidently not big enough. And that's now going to be 3-1 in favor of Cleveland over at Music City. And what a hard shot to be able to have that trickle through when the goalie stopped about roughly 90% of that shot. That remaining 10% was just enough to squeak by and get through and cross that line. Scrifano for Music City has it on the far side. Get it back to Joyner. Kotsanas. Ball's on the near side. A lot of checking going on. Not really allowing a play. That Cleveland defense starting to stiffen up. That was a behind-the-back shot. Nothing doing is Sims. He don't think he really saw that, but it did hit him in the chest and registered as a save. Nick Denoris, a.k.a. the Greek. There's a shot. Rings it off the post. I believe that went off the post and actually ricocheted off Juan on the back of him, but it actually trickled wide rather than going into the net. Very fortunate for him that that did not go in. And now Joyce for Cleveland is going to take a last second shot as time was about to expire on the shot clock. That was easily chested away by Juan. And now Music City is on the attack. Henley going around. He's got two men on him, so he's got to pass it off. There's a rocket shot overhead. That's easily saved by Sims. Now in transition to the other way, it's 2-on-2. Will they take it or will it be slowed down? And Limburis will decide to slow it down a little bit, and he'll get it off to his man Trice, who's fresh off the bench. Cleveland Centering pass, here's a chance, shot, and save by Juan. Got it off the right pad. Long outlet pass to the wing in the neutral zone for Music City on the far side. Now they'll start their attack. Mikey Garner will get it to Sage. Brad Sage is there on the near side. He's going to walk it up a little bit. Holds. Hard pass over to the near side to Garner. Now back into the middle. And it was just held off as no shot went off for Joyner as the shot clock runs out. 1:30 left to go here in the first half. It's 3-1 in favor of Cleveland over Music City. And here comes Cleveland. Sims trying to battle his way through, tries to get in, but crease violation will send the ball the other way for Music City. 1:05 left to go here in the first half. And Joyner will start the offensive rush for Music City. To the far side, to Garner on the near side. Second round shot. That's going to be off the pad. Katsonis with the shot. Joyner will pick up the loose ball. 43 seconds left to go here in the first half. Can Music City get a goal before the end of the half? And Cleveland will go back the other way. 32 seconds left, 24 on the shot clock. So they will have to shoot. Cleveland entering the attacking zone. Norris tries to centering pass to his man, and that's saved in the breadbasket. As John Juan got it right around the stomach area. Able to make the save. 10 seconds left. Music City, you better be quick. 6 seconds. Katsonis. Back to his man, 3, 2. Tries to take the centering pass, and the clock will run out on the first half. Your score after the first half, the Cleveland Demons 3, Music City 1. And that is the end of the first half. My name is David Bowie, and don't go away because these halftime waits do not last long, as it's only a 2-minute intermission. So far, we're seeing some great defense from the Cleveland Demons, and Joe Sims being an absolute beast in the net, only allowing 1 goal, as Music City has to find some way to be able to crack that defensive wall. My name is David Bowie, and if you're just joining us, you're watching the North American Invitational Lacrosse here in Onondaga, New York, just south of Syracuse. As we get 3 wonderful days of NCAA players and international players trying to make their mark and build up their resume a little bit, as scouts are out here always seeking the next NLL star. So see the stars of the future play today here at the North American Invitational. This is actually game number 16 of 20 that we have out on the day. And if you want to stream these games, we will have them uploaded for you on YouTube on Lacrosse-TV, and that will come up as fast as we can get them up there. And just under 30 seconds left in the intermission, and this is usually the time where teams can get themselves a breather and give themselves a little pep talk before getting back out onto the field. But the Cleveland Demons so far showing some great defense and great goaltending from Joe Sims to only allow 1 goal in the first half. Both of these teams have 0-1 records, actually both losing to the Syracuse Stingers earlier in the day. So it's really a way to see who was the better team that lost to Syracuse. Not really the title you want to have attached to yourself, but nonetheless, that's what this situation has brought upon itself, as this is the second game of each team for the day. The buzzer is sounded, and we are about to get underway here to bring you the second half of this game between the Cleveland Demons and Music City. My name is David Bowie, and I will bring you along for the rest of this game here on the North American Invitational 2019 of Lacrosse. And Dan Clem of the Cleveland Demons will be set to take off against Vern Westmoreland in the face-off circle. Face-off will be won by Music City, as Nate Glazer will get the first whack at the ball. And his pass outlet intercepted by Holzheimer. Now back the other way comes Cleveland. Tyler Murphy has it on the far side. He'll bring it right back to Dave Limburis. He's got a goal today. Sidearm shot, and that just goes wide right. And it'll bounce all the way back. No contact on that ball, so it'll be an over and back. So Music City will have possession. Joyner. And play has not started yet, and now the whistle is blown. So Joyner has it on the near side. Gets it to his man. Coming up the middle, shot, score! Dan Henley coming up from the middle at the point, able to slip it 5-hole through and beat Joe Sims, and that's exactly the start that Music City needs to get themselves back in this game. It's now 3-2, Cleveland over Music City. And that shot had a little bit of mustard on it as well, as that ball just was placed right in front of Joe Sims on the bounce, able to slip it through his 5-hole. And just like that, it's a 1-goal game. Repack almost on an odd man rush opportunity, but instead he'll just hold up and wait for the rest of the team to come back on, as the opportunity didn't look very good for them. As Tyson Svoda. Now Henley loads up, fakes it, goes to his right, and get it back to Joyner. Joyner, low shot, and that'll be saved and patted away by Sims. And they're saying no continue. The clock should have reset, and it does, as that did go off Sims. So right call by the refs. And play will continue for Music City. Joyner at the point. He's having no luck finding inside room. And now that's stick check going back the other way. Here comes Cleveland. Breakaway chance, shot, score! Nick Bonsignor is able to get the breakaway goal as he is able to force the turnover in the defensive zone. And that's a huge goal for Cleveland. It is now 4-2. A getaway goal. Great individual effort by number 94. Nick Bonsignor knocking away the pass, and then comes up with the breakaway, beats John Juan. It's 4-2. Cleveland will start the attack from the face-off, and they enter the attacking zone. Charlie Joyce trying to quarterback his team through. Here comes Limburis. He's getting checked by 2-3 men. And that's able to jar the ball loose. And now back the other way comes Music City. Semic on the near side wing, now he'll carry it from behind the net on the near side in the corner. He'll get it to LaBelle. LaBelle also on the near side. Waits, and he'll get it to Henley. Henley swings it over to Katsanis. Katsanis with a shot. That's saved by Sims. That's going to go all the way around, but the shot clock will reset. Joyner can't handle the pass, and it looks like that went into the bench, so that is a turnover. And Cleveland will start the rush, and looks like we've got an illegal substitution against Cleveland. That's going to be Connor Bick, the guilty party. Number 64 for the Demons. Connor Bick will head to the box on the legal substitution. So Music City will go on the power play, and it is muchly needed for them as they're down by 2 here with almost a third of the second half gone. Just over 10 minutes left. Let's see if they can capitalize. Joyner. To the far side. Quick shot. Bounce and saved by Sims. Not quite the hopper that ball wanted to go for Music City, and back the other way we go. Holzheimer holds up, gives it to his man. Monsignor. He's the one who had the breakaway goal. Get it to Spoth. Lucky Spoth just holding it in the corner, just shedding out as much time as possible. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. I imagine he's going to charge down and take a shot. Near Superman dive, but actually stayed on his feet rather than going for the full dive. Nonetheless, Music City will take over. Sage. Comes from the near side, runs up to the middle. He'll drop it back for Joyner. Scott Joyner has a goal in this game. Loads up, fires, he scores! And just as the penalty expires, Scott Joyner gets his second goal of the game and narrows the deficit down to 1. It's 4-3, Cleveland over Music City. And he came in with authority on that shot from the point, overhead shot. A lot of power behind it. I don't know if Sims really saw that ball coming, but nonetheless, it got by him. Plenty of time left for Music City to get back in this game. It's 4-3 with 8:40 left to go here in the second half. Murphy shoves it off to his man. Back to Denoris. Denoris with a shot. That's off the left arm of Juan. Music City coming back the other way. Henley now. Has it in the middle. That's the spot he likes to play from. Gets it to Garner. Garner loads up, shot, and saved by Sims in the chest, and is recovered by Murphy on the rebound. Cleveland in transition. And Morris trying to fight off his man, but he's getting stick checked heavily, so he'll just dump it off to one of his teammates, Sims. See if he has better luck. Oh, and almost a huge check as Denoris kind of ran into a wall by Tim Simic, that big body. It's kind of throwing him off. So here comes Music City in transition. It's 2-on-2. Here's a chance, wide open shot, and it just goes wide. As that shot tried to go over top, but nowhere going through the net. But it was kind of an awkward position to make that shot. As he tried to deke out Joe Sims, but too awkward to come back and make that shot as he was trying to shoot against his body. Really difficult shot to do. Murphy to Joyce. Joyce sending pass to Bick, but Bick gets checked as he tries to launch the shot, so that goes way wide. Murphy trying to corral the loose ball, but he's got Westmoreland on him, and that'll be the shot clock violation. Good job by Westmoreland to wear down the clock to give his team possession of the ball. And Westmoreland will start with the ball and get it out to Henley, acting like the point guard of the team. Always starts off with the ball as he enters the zone, as well as Joyner. Henley. Just Svoboda. He takes a shot, and that's in the breadbasket of Joe Sims. They look around the down. Looks like we've got a penalty call. It's going to be against Cleveland, and I believe that's Mark Sertic. It's going to be serving it. Sertic kind of walking away from the referee, only to realize, yeah, you're going into the box. Going to be an illegal hit. Serta goes to the box, and Music City will go back on the power play. They capitalized kind of on their last one, really on the dying seconds of it. Actually, a few seconds after it subsided, so technically not a power play goal, but virtually one, just not statistically. Joyner. It's back to his man. Long shot by LaBelle or LaSalle, but that's just way wide. So it'll be Cleveland ball as that ball bounced all the way to the opposite end. So Cleveland will be able to get the ball in the offensive zone, which plays to their advantage because they're serving a penalty right now, and 23 seconds left. That's 5 seconds under the shot clock. So they can pretty much kill the rest of this penalty. Sims. It's a little bit of a give and go. Not much go though. Sims just kind of walks in and out. He's running in with some head of steam. Sends it back, but his pass is intercepted. Now back the other way, but the power play is over. Here's a chance for Music City. Superman dive and scores! Cam Van Houten on the quick break back the other way for Music City. Superman dives and able to pick the corner and get it by Joe Sims. We now have a tie game. It's 4-all with just over 4 minutes left to go here in the second half. My, oh my. What a dive to make that goal. Music City wins the faceoff, but can't quite corral the ball as Sage kind of lost it immediately after he got possession of it. Oh, and a bit of a tumble there in the neutral zone. So push from the back check will result in a change of possession, and the Cleveland Demons will start the attack. Murphy on the far side point. Murphy kind of spinning around as he's cradling it, protecting the ball, gets it to Sims. Sims pump fakes and tries to go around his man, centering pass to Trice, but he gets checked as he receives the pass, so he jars the ball loose. Here's an odd man rush chance. Samic takes the shot, saved by Sims. And a crease violation by Music City will give Cleveland the ball. 2:53 left to go here in the second half. It's a tie game. And he rifles one, and that's saved by Juan. And an illegal back check will give Music City the ball. 2:35 left to go here in the second half. It's a tie game, 4-4. Anybody's game. Williams. Off to the far side to Joyner. Joyner looking for that hat trick. Appel, actually man shot, and that just goes high wide behind the net. Oh, that could have ricocheted and hit Sims in the back and kind of trottled in, but the bounce was just fortunate enough to go wide, and that'll end the shot clock violation. And now we're just under 2 minutes in the second half. Long shot, and that was saved by Juan. I think it was actually an intended pass that just somehow acted like a shot. Could have caught it off guard on the deflection, but Juan was there to make the stop. Quick shot, low shot, and that's saved by Juan. And that was a great one-touch shot. Oh, and that was legal move there by Juan, so that'll give Cleveland the ball. And timeout is going to be called by Cleveland, as Dave Limburis was the one who signaled the timeout to the referee. 1:35 is left to go here in the second half. We have a tie game, 4-4. And to give credit to Music City, they stormed back with 3 goals this half to Cleveland's 1. And you have to wonder what kind of conversations are happening between these two teams. And if you're just joining us, my name is David Bowie, and we are here at the North American Invitational in Onondaga, New York, as we are in the latter stages of the match between the Cleveland Demons and the Music City, where both these teams are 0-1 Well, they are tied here 4-4 with 1:35 left to play, as the Cleveland Demons will get possession of the ball coming out of the timeout. They are the ones who called it. I wonder what the play is going to be dialed up here. And if you want to watch these games, you can watch them on YouTube, as they will be uploaded as we go on Lacrosse-TV on YouTube. So it looks like Nick Denoris of Cleveland will get the ball to start, and he'll get it off to Joyce on the near side. Joyce to Taylor. Joyce trying to come in, takes a shot, goes 5-hole. That's going to be saved by Juan. He had the stick right out there in the 5-hole. This pass for Skripak not on the mark. Cleveland has possession. 1:08 left to go here in the second half. It's 4-4. Can somebody break the tie? Passed on to the mark, but Joyce able to get the ricochet off the half wall. Denoris tries to go in and dives through. That just goes high and out of play, so it'll be Music City's ball. 46 seconds left on the clock. And timeout will be called by Music City. And let's see if they can draw up an offensive play to be able to break this tie. 44.9 seconds, so they definitely have to take a shot. They can't wear out the clock in its entirety before they take one. But a strategy of Cleveland, what they could do is let the clock run down a little bit, take a shot on Sims. That'll reset the clock, and then try to get the rebound, so that way they can wear out the clock a little bit more and try to get a last-second shot in on Sims to really not allow any chance for Cleveland to come back and try to get a retaliation goal in the dying seconds. But we will see what Music City will draw up. 44.9 seconds on the clock here in the second half. Here comes Music City. Let's see what they're dialing up. Pick a set. And it gets reset now. All across, that pass is deflected. Loose ball, it's anybody's ball. Who's gonna get it? Body checking all over the place, lots of physicality. This will play in favor for Cleveland. And it'll be Cleveland ball. 17 seconds left. Can they do it? Can they break the tie on this offensive series? Murphy being pressured by Williams. 1 second left, there's a shot, save, and there goes the whistle. So we will go to overtime between these two teams. The first time I've seen it here today. It has been one exciting game so far. Music City finding themselves down 3-1. And then coming back to be able to tie this game here up in the second half with 3 goals of their own. But Cleveland able to score one themselves. And that's where we are, a 4-4 draw going into the overtime period. And what a game this has been. Both these teams suffered losses earlier. Oddly enough, to the Syracuse Stingers, same team, as this is their second game of the day and their last one. Both teams 0-1, and I'm sure neither of them want to go 0-2. So again, only 2 minutes here on this intermission until we start overtime. We've seen a little bit of razzle-dazzle and some rocket shots out the point from both ends. Not to mention some great goaltending in the process. So we're about just over a minute away from the intermission expiring. So we're about to the first overtime of the day. My name is David Bowie, and I am here bringing you the North American Invitational of Lacrosse here in Onondaga, New York. As both these teams are set. And if both these teams are ready, they might forego the rest of the time on the intermission. But what a game between these two teams. And it might be a little bit low scoring, 4-4, but that's actually kind of an average score. It's usually what you see because it's 2 15-minute halves, and there we go. Draws off. It's going to be won by Music City, or maybe. As they're stumbling about, nobody has clear possession of it, but finally Music City does. And there starts the shot clock. Ball's going to be settled down by Music City, and Henley will start on the near side. To Joyner. LaBelle is behind him, and LaBelle will receive it. Gardner will now come out. 6 seconds left on the clock. Henley's got to shoot, and he will. And that just goes way wide. And the shot clock will expire, and it will be Cleveland's possession. Some sudden death action here. First goal, the scorer will win it. Joyce takes the pass to Gomez. Now he's going to try to come in. He's all alone, takes a shot, low, saved by Juan. Rebound, there's a shot, and that just goes high and wide. Gomez not on the mark with that. And an over and back by Joyce. Uh-oh. Oh, and there's the whistle as Stefano tried to pull a fast one, slashing the ball out from the over and back, then tried to go in on a breakaway to start. The referee's not allowing it. Now the pace will be slowed down. Joyner. Sage has it up the middle. To Garner, who has to pluck it up from out of the air. He's trying to come in with speed over the top, and crease violation will give the ball to the Cleveland Demons. Cleveland coming in on the rush. Nick Tenoris comes on the far side, shoots it from behind the back to one of his teammates. Murphy. Pass to the near side. To the middle to Sims. Now onto the far side for Limburis. Limburis winds up, takes a shot. He scores! Dave Limburis with a game-winning goal, shot from the point. And Cleveland able to escape overtime from a huge comeback rush from Music City in the second half. And they hold on to win it 5-4 in overtime. Dave Limburis, the overtime winner. 5-4, what an exciting game from these two squads. First overtime, and that came in at 2:14 into the overtime period. Didn't have to wait long for that goal. But Cleveland able to escape with a victory from Music City, and will move to 1-1 as Music City drops to 0-2. This is David Bowie here for the North American Invitational. Thank you for joining us for this overtime game. And coming up next, we will have the Pittsburgh Kings. And they will be in action tonight after this game, so don't go away. That game will come up very soon. But thank you for joining us here on the broadcast for the North American Invitational of 2019. This is Dave Bowie signing off for this